And now, a word from our sponsor.
Headache throbbing like a drum.
Okay, units, travel plans. I need to be in New York on Monday, LA, and Tuesday, New York on Wednesday, LA, and Thursday, New York on Monday. Got it.
How do you spell relief?
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Hey, where's the meat?
It's shaking back, and I'll help.
Always good to the last drop.
What's the deal with the deal? Are we dealing? We're dealing. David's the deal with Darn Dorf.
I've fallen and I can't get up. You've got bad breath. Bad breath.
Please don't squeeze the Charmin bathroom tissue.
Bring her on the collar. Bring her on the collar.
Join us as we celebrate over 40 years of your favorite television commercials from around the world on A Word from Our Sponsor, featuring winners of advertising's prestigious International Andy Award. And now, our hosts, Crystal Bernard and Phil Hartman.
Hi, and welcome to A Word from Our Sponsor. As you can see from our opening, the images of slogans of TV commercials have become emblazoned into our collective consciousness. Every day we are bombarded with messages, and we can't get rid of them.
So why try? Why not kick back, relax, and enjoy some of the best commercials from around the world? We promise a show so entertaining, you'll forget you're being force-fed corporate propaganda.
So since this show is about television commercials, we are free to resort to any of the devices and techniques that the advertisers use to grab your attention. For example, our outfits have been Velcroed in place and can be easily removed by a swift jerk.
I don't have a Velcroed outfit.
You don't?
No. However, I am a swift jerk. Okay. Everyone knows that sex sells.
Okay. Everybody knows that sex sells.
You know, back in the 50s, this guy was considered very sexy. The irony of this is, this guy wasn't really blind. He just had pink eye the day of this shoot.
That's right.
Yeah.
So sex has been used to sell everything from coffee to Calvin's, from the Mixmaster to the Thigh Master. So here are some of the sexiest ads ever to hit TV. Check out this provocative experiment for breath spray. Open.
Now, if you'd like to be part of our little experiment, all you need is a piece of salami, speak easy, and a willing partner.
If he kissed you once, will he kiss you again?
Now that we're in the tunnel of love, could I have a flick of your bit?
Are you gonna do it? I know you qualify. Are you gonna do it?
How do I know I like it?
Only your hairdresser knows for sure.
Feel the heat pushing you to decide. Feel the heat burning you up, ready or not. Some like it's hot and some sweat when the heat is on.
Why don't you pick me up and smoke me sometime?
Some feel the heat and decide that they can't go on.
I shouldn't be doing this. I'm a married woman.
Some like it's hot, but you can tell how hot till you try.
That's okay. I'm a married man.
Some like it's hot, some like it hard.
Wouldn't you agree that it takes 2 hands to handle it?
Some like it
I was hoping for a Longines.
I could have had a V8.
I'm sure someday we'll figure out the psychological symbolism of that salami.
Where is it, Phil? I just don't get all this, you know? And when they bathe, they point their toe. I mean, I just washed myself.
Gee, I always try to do those sexy, provocative things in my personal life. All right, let's watch these people from down under getting down and dirty in this sexy spot from Australia.
Do you have any protection?
Those things must be hell to get into your wallet. This next commercial demonstrates some helpful hints.
Yes. Now, I always find it very helpful to carry an extra pair of pants next to my spare tire. Always.
The Andy Award is a prestigious honor which has been presented by the Advertising Club of New York since 1964. It salutes the very finest in the art form of television advertising.
Just a warning here. In this 1988 Andy winning spot, you are about to see something you have never seen in any commercial. Total nudity. Parents, please use discretion.
Tell me when it's over, Krista.
If it's out there, it's in here. The 9X Yellow Pages. Why would anyone need another?
Okay, it's over now, Phil.
Thank you.
Now get out of my bed. Now, this next commercial makes me feel all warm and cuddly.
When we return, a look at animals and spokes creatures. But first, let's enjoy these messages from sponsors who paid to be a part of this evening's program.
You worked too hard and ate too much. The cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
You know, I think the question I probably get asked the most is,
Yes.
what do the Green Giant, those Rice Krispies characters, and Speedy Alka-Seltzer all have in common?
I get asked that exact same thing.
You too.
All the time.
The answer's easy. The guys who did their voices all looked really stupid when they talked like that.
I'm sure you remember some of these favorite TV spokes creatures of all time.
You got hooked. You got hooked. I wanna do
hate Qantas.
Here we are, folks. The dream we all dream of.
That's all, folks.
Well, that's my line.
This next spot for Hamlet Cigars shows what'll happen when you have a little too much animal magnetism.
This could happen to you.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar.
Sometimes accidents happen for the best. This commercial started out as a spot with just a dog in a suit. But during the shoot, the dog took to the production assistant and the crew caught this priceless moment and used it in their campaign.
Okay, first you've got to get a nice suit. The suit is very important because that's how you get her to notice you. Then once you've got her attention, make your move. Subtlety is the key here.
It seems that everyone's into the fitness craze. Watch this.
Okay, girls, we're gonna work that body. Let's...
Here at Rev, we work very hard to give you all the taste of regular with 70% less fat.
You know, that spot kind of reminded me of that darn Sweatin' to the Oldies tape. The advertisers of this next commercial thought you might want to see rare Chinese pandas simply caught in the act of being themselves.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
To the talented men and women in the advertising field, this award is as coveted as the Emmy or the Oscar. It's called the Grand Andy, and it's presented to the best television commercial in the world.
Let's take a look at last year's Grand Andy winner. It shows that when they're not out dodging 18-wheelers on the interstate, these cute little critters in this commercial are winning advertising awards for the New Zealand Telephone Company.
I just don't know what to do with myself. Don't know just what to do with myself. I'm so used to doing everything with you. Planning everything for two. And now that we're through, I just don't know what to do with myself.
No matter where they are, they're just a phone call away. Give them a call now with Telecom and bring them home on the phone.
You know, as I stand here in this smelly locker room, I can almost imagine the sounds of coaches giving that last-minute pep talk, of cleats hammering against the floor, the smell of muscle ointment, tape bandaging torn ligaments, and grown men taking slow, steamy showers together. But that's not why we're here. We're here to introduce some of the great sports commercials of all time.
You know, they say that yesterday's athletes didn't care about the money. It was the game that mattered, the romance of the sport, the drive and the will to win. Boy, were they stupid back then or what?
Of course, there were smart guys who figured out how to earn a few extra bucks.
I need energy, lots of energy. Know what I do? I eat a hearty breakfast of hot pancakes and plenty of K-Rose syrup. Take it from me, this swell-tasting K-Rose syrup tops them all. I love it.
Now, I don't wear pantyhose, but a beauty mist can make my legs look good. Imagine what they'll do for yours.
Even though we'd all love to see more of our professional male athletes dressed up in ladies' underwear, it's the 90s. And advertisers prefer to show athletes doing what they do best today. It's a whole new ball game.
Let's dance. Hey, no more questions about Bo's hip, okay?
Can you say contract renegotiations? Mr. Robinson can.
Shut up. No more questions about football, baseball, advertising. You thought it was over? Wrong. It ain't over. Still a hip socket sings, okay? Gruesome, ain't it? Bum hip, so what? Look what he's doing with that hip. He's hitting the bike, he's hitting the weights, he's wearing the shoes, okay?
Any questions? What'd you expect? Feel my foot? Nice shot.
And what are you and your good hip doing right now? Watching commercial!
Using the latest technology and a lot of abstract imagination, this next spot demonstrates the power of a commercial to create an illusion. They're so foreign, they're damn near un-American.
But first, you'll want to study these next commercials very carefully, because the advertisers have actually paid good money for them to be seen.
No matter how rough you treat a rebel, it's awfully hard to hurt it.
Look out for the truck! What truck? Behind the bus! What bus?
The rebel has held its own against some of the worst drivers in the world.
It's ironic, but some advertisers feel they have to completely destroy their products just to show us how good they are.
Oh, sure, it may look like fun, but this is science.
I should probably tell you that the things you're about to see were all done under carefully controlled conditions by people who know what they're doing. Moms, be sure to remind your youngsters never to try this at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Cameron Swayze for Timex. We've attached a Timex Marlin watch to a ring on the front of the Espadon. All right, let's see how our Timex does in that rough surf.
You hurt the what?
There, it's still going.
You love the what? You shouldn't hurt at all. You always take all you take the sweetest. And crush it.
See? The tough.
Timex, it takes a licking and keeps on picking.
In case you're wondering, we're not just standing around waiting to rent putters. Miniature golf jokes.
No. We're here in this small representation of the world to pay tribute to our favorite foreign TV ads.
This first spot from Great Britain provides startling new evidence of another Elvis sighting at a local mini-mart. They say if you look real hard, you can actually see Bill Bixby behind the big gulps.
Well, you can take me and my turkey to a Kathmandu. Too much if I can leave my vindaloo. But when I see me walkers, I'm my fingers and thumbs. So get your guns off my papa dums. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, go ahead and punk a wall and make them my day. Two tasty flavors will blow you away. They rattle and roll over your tongue. So get your guns off my papa dums.
You know, I always felt that proper hygiene and bass fishing went hand in hand. And I guess I was right, as you'll see in this spot from Spain.
Polvo Pedicachol, úselo por usted y por los demás.
This import from Japan won a Silver Lion Award at the Cannes International Advertising Film Festival.
This import from Great Britain won a Golden Lion Award at the Cannes International Advertising Film Festival. Notice how the strategic placement of props makes this a commercial the whole family can enjoy.
The Andersons try out Dame Pack's new Lean and Glow bacon.
We love the healthy, outdoor life.
Fresh air.
Plenty of exercise.
And good food, like this Lean and Low bacon.
And what's great about Lean and Low, this new product from Dame Pack, is that it's lower in fat and salt.
Oh, it's better for our figures.
Plus, it doesn't spit so much fat everywhere.
Dane Pack Lean and Low, the natural choice.
I don't know about you, but when I see a bunch of pale, naked people, I can't help but get a hankering for quality pork products. This Cannes jury was unanimous in presenting this ad from Spain with the festival's highest honor, the coveted Grand Prix Award, and here's why.
Jimmy, please, not now. I'm too busy.
When we return, women with a new attitude. But first, why not turn up the volume real loud and enjoy these paid commercials? Our sponsor, right after this.
I'm confident that America could lead the way in helping to feed the starving people of the world. I hope that more ways can be found to send them good, nutritious foods, like the new Good Luck margarine. Years ago, most people never dreamed of eating margarine, but times have changed. Nowadays, you can get a margarine like the new Good Luck, which really tastes delicious.
The margarine Mrs. Roosevelt has just recommended is new Good Luck, the light margarine.
Sweetheart.
Don't call me sweetheart.
Darling, did you know that Eleanor Roosevelt was the Kathy Lee Gifford of her day?
I did not know that.
Yes, you'll be seeing a little more of Eleanor in a Clapper commercial coming up later.
Well, throughout the decades, television advertisers have reflected the ever-changing concerns of women in commercials. The trend has gone from bringing home the groceries to bringing home the bacon, from home permanence to home pregnancy tests. So watch us now as we take you through 40 years of women in TV advertising, from old ways to a new attitude.
Now there was a time when we used to say that behind every great man there had to be a great woman. But in these times of change, I know that it's no longer true. So we're coming out of the kitchen, 'cause there's something we forgot to say to you.
Martha, come on over. Hi. Have some toast.
Thanks. It's Marilyn. There's a crown on your head.
Sure. This toast is spread with Imperial. And Imperial flavor always makes me feel like a queen.
What's in Imperial?
Lactones.
Lactones?
Lactones, flavor ingredients. They're in the expensive spread.
They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight.
Would you like to go shopping?
They chew the fat about their tresses and the neighbors spout. But that's a dame, they're all the same. It's just a game. They call it Girl Talk Girl.
Thank you. Oh, into my kitchen. This new blue Ajax cleanser sure gets you out of the kitchen fast.
Hey, little girl, comb your hair, fix your makeup. Soon
he will open the door. For wives should always be lovers too. Run to his arms the moment he comes home to you. He's almost here.
Suddenly, Barbie's moving, like you move. Suddenly, she's doing things only a living Barbie can do.
Having my baby, what a lovely way of saying how much you love me.
You put so much love into things. You're cooking, you're sewing, you're washing. Like, how'd you get this diaper so white?
Final Touch fabric softener.
Mommy, look what I do! Jimmy, please, not now. I'm too busy.
For years, I was faithful to a detergent.
After 20 years, Ellen has finally learned how to make a sandwich.
Sometimes I think he loves cheesecake more than he does me.
What's for dinner?
A new shake and bake recipe.
Does that like make us guinea pigs?
No, your table manners do that. You're gonna blindfold me. Let me think about this.
They're Bugle Boy jeans.
Thank you.
Here's gold medal Barbie on the Olympic gymnast set.
If you eat like a lady, you are a lady.
The magic's gone. The minute the lights go out, you fall asleep.
Standing in this used car lot next to an old classic? Well, to prove that something doesn't have to be expensive to be good.
These next spots show what can be done with a little bit of money and a lot of imagination. This cheap and local commercial shows you why you can't stuff a size 10 kid into size 8 clothes.
Why come to Hill's Baby Fair? Well, kids do grow out of things. Hill's Baby Fair, just in the nick of time.
Take a look at this commercial for the Houston Symphony. Some of you music fans may recognize some of these popular movements.
At the Houston Symphony, we believe the passion in a couple's relationship is somehow related to the music they listen to. For instance, the average pop love song lasts a little over 2 minutes, while a classic like Ravel's Bolero lasts about 15 minutes. And that's on the short side. The Houston Symphony, a higher form of music appreciation.
This next Andy-winning pitch for the Portland Opera proves that hitting the high note in life takes dedication and sacrifice.
In order to preserve his beautifully high-pitched voice, Alessandro Moreschi embraced the operatic tradition of the castrati and had himself castrated. And to think all we're asking you to give the opera is a listen. The opera.
Now, this commercial was inexpensive, hilarious, and one of my favorites.
Get up in the morning, saving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, the Israelite. Why on my kick the back up and I leave me? Darling, she said I was young to easy. The Israelite.
Coming up next, we'll show you some amazing special effects.
But right now, get your VCRs rolling, because you're going to want to see these paid commercials over and over again.
Commercial special effects have amazed us for years. In 1965, the USA saw this Chevrolet do an impressive stunt to demonstrate their superior suspension.
And more recently, United Airlines showed us whales swimming inside an airplane. They did this by using a model plane, mechanical whales, and no water.
And Honda baffled us with this spot showing a car driving off a wall.
Actually, that effect was accomplished by putting the entire set and camera inside a giant drum that rotated as the man climbed into the car.
And if you watched any of the 1992 Summer Olympics, you probably caught this Kodak moment. But did you ever wonder how they could afford to fill a stadium with 20,000 choreographed actors?
Well, guess what? They didn't. But we're going to show you what they did do.
Yeah! Award-winning photographer David Langley captured the ultimate athletic moments that were to be later enlarged into the stadium cards.
Selected photographs were then converted to optical disc. This allowed them to manipulate the image electronically.
On this one, they were thinking of adding a second runner in behind.
Next, the photos were enlarged, numbered, and cut.
Then it was off to where else? Argentina for the live-action filming. But there were only 260 people in the stadium. Now, how was this made to look like 20,000?
I want you to use your imagination.
Director John Klein filmed close-ups and empty stadium-wide shots. The motion picture footage was then combined with computer-generated imagery.
For each of the card-lifting scenes, the computer had to literally create thousands of extra people. In fact, they even programmed in human error to sort of make the effect look lifelike, not computerized.
Now we're actually going to change the architecture slightly of the stadium.
We still have to remove these tunnels here.
In the final scene, the shot of the stadium was enhanced by computer artists who created yet more people and added a realistic-looking background.
After a few finishing touches, it looked like this.
From great moments in history to special, personal moments, one brand of film more than any other captures the full color and richness of life. New Kodak Gold Plus film. True colors. More colors.
Well, you've probably noticed how we've divided our commercials into simple little categories like sex, spokes, creatures, and women. This next category of commercials took months of painstaking research and careful planning to put together.
Yes, we'd like to call this segment Really Good Spots That We Didn't Know What Else to Do With.
This first spot from Chile provides some helpful tips on controlling those pesky senior citizens. Let's watch. A biting issue which concerns all of America. Let's take a look.
Out of mosquito repellent?
Snyder's has 11 different kinds of protective sprays and lotions.
Here's a commercial that tugs at your heartstrings.
Well, actually, I think you'll find that those strings are a little bit lower.
We've broken the Italians of a bad habit. Johnny Lamb boxer shorts are good and comfy.
Take a look at this next commercial, which was proofread by 100 American high school seniors. Award-winning spot reflects a change in our attitudes, our lifestyle, and of course, our soda pop.
A word from our sponsor will continue in a moment with advertising's most important message. Please stay with us.
We've saved the most important commercials for last.
Yes, and even though they come from the same creative minds that gave us all the other great commercials you've seen tonight, there is one important difference.
These commercials aren't out to sell us products. They're out to sell us ideas.
And these ideas are something we all need to buy.
You out there are thinking, how much can one little bottle hurt? A lot.
A genius, a teacher, an artist, a president. I want to be something.
These are teachers. To the kids they've reached, they're heroes. Be a teacher, be a hero.
That's just the way it is. Some things have never changed. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that?
Used in the world in the last 40 years, none had more power than this one.
Thanks for being with us tonight.
And we hope you had didn't stay in the kitchen all that time thinking it was just a really long break.
Remember to always exercise, eat smart, and enjoy plenty of TV, because you never know when you'll hear another word from our sponsor.
Good night.
Later tonight, Oscar winner Jack Lemmon and Grammy winner Michael Bolton join Jay on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Then Dave welcomes NBC newswoman Maria Shriver to Late Night with David Letterman. The best in late night entertainment tonight on NBC.
Clap on, clap off, the clapper.